Okay, this is the Unit 6 Fair Game Review notes, which means this should be review. We're going to look at X and Y tables and then writing rules from tables. So it says you're looking for patterns and you need to find the missing value in the table. So first of all, when X equals 60, which is right here, I need to kind of notice what's been happening. I went from 30 to 0, 40 to 10, 50 to 20. So one thing tells me I could do 30 times 0 would be 0, but 40 times 0 is not 10. I could do 30 minus 30, which equals 0. And try that again. 40 minus 30 equals 10. 50 minus 30 equals 20. 60 minus 30 equals 30. So when X equals 60, Y is going to equal 30. The second question then says write a rule for the table that relates the input to the output. So what did we do to the input to get the output? X is the input, Y is the output. Well, what we did was we took our input minus 30, and that equaled the output. We'll look at a couple other ones. There's a piece missing in the directions. It says find the missing value in the table, but we're also going to write the rule. So if you're comfortable with this, you can push pause. Just make sure that you write the rule for each of them and push play when you're done. Otherwise, keep watching and I will walk you through everything here. So I'm getting from 5 to 10, 7 to 14, 10 to 20. To me, these look like doubles. They doubled everything, which is the same as multiplying by 2. 7 times 2 is 14, 5 times 2 is 10, so 40 times 2 is 80. So there's my missing value. My rule, I took my input and multiplied it by 2, which gave me the output. Next one, you're going from a half to 1. So to me that looks like it doubled. I'll try that same rule again of doubling. 1 and a half doubled would be 3, so I can't double. If I go back to here, a half plus a half will give me 1. 1 and a half plus a half will give me 2. 3 plus a half will give me 3 and a half. So 9 and a half plus a half will give me 10. So from my rule, I took my input plus 0.5, and that got me the output. And last table that we'll look at together here, I'm going from 5 to 15, so I'm decreasing by a certain amount. 30 to 10, 45 to 15. If I do 15 minus 10, I get 5, but 30 minus 10 gives me 20, not 10. I know another way to get a smaller number would be to divide. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. 30 divided by 3 equals 10. 45 divided by 3 equals 15, so that works. 60 divided by 3 equals 20. So the missing number is 20. So for my rule, I took my input divided by 3, and that equaled the output. Okay, on the back side, you're going to evaluate expressions, algebraic expressions. It's a review, so this you're going to want to make sure that you watch out for positives and negatives. You probably want to grab a calculator if you don't have one. So x equals 5. Evaluate 2x minus 12 when x is 5. Plug 5 in there. 2 times 5 minus 12. Order of operations, do multiplication first. 2 times 5 is 10, minus 12 equals negative 2. Okay, when y equals 4 now, negative 4 times 4 plus 2. Instead of y, I replaced it with 4. Negative 4 times 4 is negative 16, plus 2 is negative 14. Y divided by 2, minus 8. So 4 divided by 2 minus 8. 4 divided by 2 is 2, minus 8 is negative 6. And last one, negative 10 minus 6 times 4. Have to do order of operations. 6 times 4 is 24. So negative 10 minus 24 is negative 34. Okay, the next 2 pages in your notes packet look like this. You're going to work on those independently. Once you have the front and the back done, bring your notes to the guest teacher so they can give you an answer key and you can check and make sure you were accurate